so today we're going to be trying out some makeup dupes. So I have half of my face Drugstore and half of my face Highend. I just got done filming this video, so if you want to see all the products I use, then definitely keep watching. I got some ideas from Pinterest and I also got some ideas from you guys, so thank you so much for suggesting some of these makeup dupes. If you do like these kind of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know some makeup dupes that I should try on camera for you guys, because I loved doing this video. I thought it was so much fun and I love seeing high-end dupes. Like, those are some of my favorite kinds of videos, because who doesn't love to save money? So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll have a little link right here and also down below in the description box if you're on a mobile device. So if you want to see some of the makeup dupes that I tried today on my face, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first makeup dupe we're going to try out is the Urban Decay Naked Skin versus the Maybelline Better Skin. These both have skin in them. Isn't that weird? But I love the Urban Decay Naked Skin, so we're just going to go ahead and apply this to my face. I'm just going to apply it underneath my eyes. I also will do like a little swatch too to kind of see if there's any difference. Okay, so this side is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Now we're going to take the Maybelline Better Skin. By the way, the shades, I have light in this one and I have medium light neutral in the Urban Decay one. So this is just going to go right underneath as well. This one's a little bit lighter than the Urban Decay one, but it's not too bad. This is also a very creamy texture. I could probably go up a shade in this. When I was looking at them in store, the medium looked really dark, but this one's blending out really well so far. It kind of looks the same. It's a little bit more brightening than the Urban Decay one, actually. It's crazy. I kind of like the Maybelline one better. Look at that. It is a little bit too light for me and it's really brightening. But if you can see underneath this eye and underneath this eye, the Urban Decay one doesn't brighten as much underneath right here as this one does. I feel like this Maybelline one's a little bit more full coverage. So they both blend out really well. They both look like skin. They don't look like caked on concealer. But I feel like I like the Maybelline one more. So I definitely think it's a dupe, but I think this one so far is better just with the first impression. I also put the price difference of everything in this video as well. They'll be in like little bubbles or whatever. Yes, I do think it's a dupe. It has the same formula. It's still really creamy. It's a full coverage finish. But if you want something a little bit more high coverage and a little bit more brightening, I would definitely go with the Better Skin by Maybelline, because I mean, look at it. It just looks so good, right? So you can see the top one is Urban Decay, the bottom one is Maybelline. And you can tell that the Maybelline one is lighter, but coverage-wise, they're the same, and formula-wise, they're basically the same. Okay, so for our next dupe, this is one that I'm so excited to try, and it is the Makeup Forever Matte Liquid Liner compared to the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. Supposedly, they're both matte. They're both super black. So this is like one of my favorite liquid liners. It is hard for me to get away from this one just because it is so matte and so black. This one's going to be High-End. This side's going to be Drugstore, by the way. This is what the applicator looks like. It's kind of like a really thin sponge tip applicator. So this is what the packaging looks like for the next one. And this is taped down. So all I have next to me are some pliers. So this is what the next one looks like. It has a really slim package. And then it has a brush tip as well. Wow, that was so black. That's the next one. That's with one swipe. Wow, that was super black. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the Makeup Forever on my left eye. And we're going to do a winged eyeliner just to see A, how easy it is to apply, and B, how black and matte it is. My camera ran out of memory. I had to go fix that, but I did go ahead and finish the Makeup Forever one, and while I was finishing it up, I just saw that these both dried completely matte. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. The one thing I will say about the Makeup Forever one that I absolutely love right off the bat is the applicator. It's so easy to use, it's very controlled, and it's flexible enough to wing out that liner and drag it in. Right off the bat, I can tell that this is really easy to apply. Like, the brush tip is just so fine. I mean, it's not too thin, but the brush definitely has like the right amount of thickness to where it's easy to go ahead and line the eye, but it doesn't go all over the place. You know how some brush tipped eyeliners just kind of spread out and go everywhere and they don't stay in that same shape? That's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff I don't like, but this one is not doing that. Really easy to build as well. I feel like this line is coming out better than this line. I'm gonna wait just a few minutes for this to dry and see how well it dries, and then I will come back and let you guys see if it's a dupe or not. Okay, so I'm back. Everything looks like it's dried, and honestly, you guys, this is the NYX side, and this is the Makeup Forever one, which I could totally fix that line, but you know, we're not gonna do that right now because if I try to fix it, I'm gonna mess it up. Honestly, it's exactly the same. If anything, the NYX one has a tiny bit more shine to it than this one. This one's just like completely matte carbon black. Honestly, I feel like it's a dupe just because the eyeliner dried matte. It is so hard to find a drugstore eyeliner that is matte and not shiny. I'm a big fan of matte eyeliners. I don't like shiny ones at all. So I think this is a complete dupe, and for the price tag, I would definitely go with the NYX one. I don't know if this one has been talked about yet, but I wanted to try it out for myself because I love the Highend mascara. So the Highend mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this one. It's so lightweight and it really just gives you amazing volume for your lashes. And then the dupe is supposed to be the L'Oreal Paris L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I remember when people used to talk about this one all the time. I was never like a huge fan of it. Like, I don't remember gravitating towards this mascara a lot, but it's been a couple years since I've even tried it, and I'm down to see if it's a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex one because this is like one of my favorite mascaras ever, especially since they came out with a waterproof version. It's just so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this one on my eyes. So this is what the wand looks like on the Too Faced Better Than Sex. You can see it kind of goes in the middle and is thicker on the end. One thing about this mascara that does suck is it does flake. So just keep that in mind, but it's a really nice black formula and it just gives you so much volume. So that is the Too Faced Better Than Sex one. Love that mascara. And now I'm going to try the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. My hairdresser saw my snap because I posted these extensions on my snap and I was like, these make me want to go lighter, and she texted me and said, just saw your snap, let's go lighter. Like, girl, don't test me. I'm going to go lighter now. I'm going to text her after this video and like tell her, girl, let's do it. Right off the bat, I feel like this is more of a drier formula than the Better Than Sex one. I feel like the Better Than Sex one's like pretty wet. Kind of, I don't know if wet's the right term. I don't even know if, I would say creamy, if anything. I feel like the L'Oreal Carbon Black one is nice, but I feel like the Too Faced one does give more length. Let's see if we can do it this way. Can we do it this way? Oh no. I'm terrible. So I definitely think the L'Oreal one gives a lot of volume, but I think the Too Faced one separates a little bit better and gives more length. I think it kind of adds like that eyelash extension kind of look to your eyes. I know this is a cult favorite of everyone's and you're probably going to kill me for it, but I do not think that this is a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex one, just because the Too Faced one separates a little bit better. It's a lot more black, also adds a lot more length than the Carbon Black one. So I would have to say it's not a dupe, but it's not a bad mascara. If you're looking for something really deep and dark that gives you nice volume, then I would go for this one at the drugstore. Now this is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. I'm obsessed with this one. This is in the shade medium. You can also go up a shade. This has more of a red undertone. It gives you that natural tan look. And then it's a dupe with the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil, which is pretty deep, but again has that like red undertone to it. This looks a lot lighter on camera, but it looks exactly the same in person. Also, one other thing that's different is this one does have some shimmer in it. It's like a golden shimmer, but I've mentioned this one before, you can't really see it on your face, so I could see how someone would say this is a dupe. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply it to our face and see what we're working with. So I'm going to take the Too Faced one first, very lightly. Going to put this on my face to bronze. Isn't it amazing what bronzer does to your face? Like, looking at the viewfinder, I'm like, I like this side better already. Okay, and now I'm going to dust off this brush, and we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Glam Bronze, which I've used this before and I love it. So if this is a dupe, then I'm all about it. It's looking pretty good, honestly. It's not as dark. You could probably get the deepest one and it be as dark as the Too Faced one, but honestly, it looks really good. Like I said, with this bronzer, you can't really see the gold shimmer in it. It really looks the same. I need to blend, but holy shit, that is crazy. I definitely think you could save some money on this and buy the L'Oreal one because A, they blend out just as well. B, they have the same undertone. They look pretty much the same. The only thing that'll be different is that this one is a little bit more pigmented. So the top one's the Too Faced and the bottom one is the L'Oreal. Look at that. I say it works, why not? If you could save some money, right? So this next dupe is actually a brush and not a makeup product. I believe someone in the comments of one of my latest videos told me about this, but it's a brush set from Target, and you get this whole set for, I think it's $5, it's like $4.99. She told me the other brushes are shit, but this one is a dupe for the Anastasia number 23, which, doesn't that look so similar? I'm super excited about this. But for $4.99 you get 4 brushes. That's insane. So these are the two side by side. Obviously this one's really dirty, but they look so similar. So I'm going to take one of my favorite highlighters, which is the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. This is the Bar of Gold. It's not picking up as much product as the Anastasia one, but it's working. Wow, okay. See, it doesn't really apply as much. There we go. You kind of have to go in a couple times to really get the product on the brush and to distribute it on your face. I kind of went crazy just now. So it looks really good over here. It's nice and blended as well as over here. I will say the Anastasia one picks up more product, but if you don't want to splurge on this brush, definitely buy this little set. Comes with like a foundation brush, a concealer brush, that blush brush I showed you, and this one. And honestly, it does like the same thing. Okay, so the last dupe I have for you guys is involving a Kylie lip kit and the NYX Liquid Suede lipsticks. I did a whole video on these when they first came out. I'll link it down below if you want to check them out. So we're gonna see if this is a dupe. So we have the Kylie lip kit in Dolce, and then the liquid suede in Sandstorm. So the top one is the Kylie one, the bottom one is NYX. The Kylie one has, I feel like, a little bit of a deeper tone to it, but they look pretty similar, and you never know when they dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Kylie one on my high-end side. So that is Dolce from Kylie. And then for the NYX Liquid Suede, I like the applicator on this too. Yeah, you can see there's a difference in there. I mean, if you kind of like that darker nude look, then you might like Sandstorm and it might be a dupe, but personally I feel like they do look pretty dang different. This one is a lot darker than this one. But if you wanted to deepen this up, you could always go in with a darker lip liner from NYX or something. I would have to look and see if I could find some that I have that you could probably put underneath this. But it's always an option. You could do a darker, deep kind of brownie nude and put this on top, and then it would look a little bit more similar to this. I would say that this one is not a dupe unless you wanted something similar to the, but again, you can always do a lip liner underneath it to deepen it up. Okay guys, so that is it for this dupes video. I think we found more dupes than non-dupes. A lot of drugstore stuff is super similar to high-end, and I'm just so excited about it. And also, I'm glad that they are, because the drugstore is getting pretty pricey sometimes. I feel like my face looks pretty symmetrical. Nothing's really different at all. I mean, it looks the same with the products that I used, so I think that is awesome. Minus this, because I did have to go in with Dolce and put it all over my lips. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments some other dupes that I should try. If you have any dupes that you think I don't know about, leave them in the comments. I'm totally down to try anything, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.